not as easy as ABC. Control of the booze could be out of the government's hands and into the public's. Governor Bev Perdue explains the steps taken so far. See how Domino's new pizza recipe is faring for their sales next on Phoenix 14 News.
Sips and sales, free wine tastings, and great bottle deals are bringing students through the doors of 2 local hotspots.
Your campus, your news. Hello, Elon. I'm Drew Smith.
And I'm Sam Baranowski. The stories that matter to you start right now on Phoenix 14. Good evening and thanks for joining us. The arrest of an Elon student early Friday morning is the most recent in a string of incidents at Sandy's Subs.
Nick Oxner joins us live in the heart of Elon with the latest. Nick, what's going on at Sandy's that's catching police attention?
Drew, there are about 4 bars within the half-mile radius of where I'm standing here along Williamson Avenue, West End right around the corner, Lighthouse on the other side of that building, and Sandy's about 2 blocks that way. Sandy's is the only local bar that's reported multiple instances of violent crimes, and that's leading the town of Elon police to ask the ALE for some extra help. I talked to Sandy's owner, Greg Saldana, to try to get a comment this afternoon, but he failed to get back to me in time to get the story to air. One point, though, that I want to underscore that Chief Lovett made in the story is that looking through all these police reports, one common factor was excessive drinking. So you might want to take that into consideration next time you're out for the night. For now, we're live along Williamson Avenue. Nick Oxner, back to you.
Thanks, Nick. One Elon organization is hoping they can scare you out of drinking and driving. Safe Rides uncovered this wrecked car today in the Mosley parking lot as part of their 16th anniversary. While there are no specifics on the driver of this vehicle, the car was involved in a DUI accident and flipped. Safe Rides director Earl Pope said the project was a collaboration between Elon Campus Police and Safe Rides.
And when she told us she could get us a wreck, I was very excited to hear about that. But to actually see it, just the destruction that was brought to this vehicle, it definitely hit home.
Safe Rides has been at Elon since 1993 and is one of the oldest Safe Rides programs in the country. This week-long celebration will include a visit by motivational speaker Marcus Engel and a candlelight memorial for Chad Macy, who died in a drunk driving accident. A full list of events can be found on our website at phoenix14news.wordpress.com. Just click on the link for events at Elon.
North Carolina is one of 18 states in the country that controls its liquor sales, but the state may be missing out on a big budget boost from booze.
Phoenix 14's Danica Lewis is live in the studio. Danica, what steps is the state making to change the alcohol business?
Well, Sam, quite a few, and it's the first time in a long time the state's alcohol beverage control system has barely changed since Prohibition. But this report from the State General Assembly says it may just be time for an update, and that could mean a handoff from government control to private ownership. Governor Perdue says North Carolina will continue to control alcohol sales in some capacity. The amount of control will depend a lot on what the valuation firm has to say, and there is no word on how long that investigation could take. Sam?
Thanks, Danica. Former U.S. Supreme Court Justice Sandra Day O'Connor spoke at Elon's law school today. She spoke with students about her philosophy on judicial appointments. She also discussed the importance of educating young people on civic engagement. This is O'Connor's second trip to Elon Law. She dedicated the school when it opened in 2006.
Elon tuition is set for the 2010-2011 school year.
The Board of Trustees met last week to approve a 5% increase in tuition to almost $27,000. For those living on campus, room and board rates went up more than $8,000, bringing the total package to more than $35,000 each year. This is the smallest tuition hike since 1998.
As of now, Elon's tuition is still more than 5% lower than the national average for private universities and nearly 14% lower than other top private schools in the South. The tuition increase will support financial aid, study abroad, and the addition of 14 new faculty positions. Several Elon faculty members are here to stay. The Board of Trustees approved faculty tenure and promotions at their March 2nd meeting. 16 professors were granted tenure, including several members of the Performing Arts Department and the School of Communications. Our own managing editor, Rich Landsberger, also reached this milestone. Congratulations, Rich.
College admissions offices use the web as a tool to connect with applicants, but I looked at one university that gives a tech-savvy generation a unique way to apply. If you want to watch more of the videos submitted to Tufts, you can find links on our website at phoenix14news.wordpress.com.
Coming up on Phoenix 14 News, they admitted to having bad ingredients, made a change, and their sales soared. A fresh start for one popular pizza chain is helping this old business keep up.
Free wine and great deals just minutes from campus. We found good wine at college budget prices.
Did the Phoenix get the lucky bounce this weekend? Find out how the Elon basketball teams did in the Southern Conference Tournament later in sports.
Phoenix 14 News is just getting started tonight. We'll be right back.
President Emeritus Dr. Earl Dannelly is in the spotlight this week. Dr. Dannelly is being recognized as part of Elon's Founders Day this Thursday. Events kick off tomorrow morning with a special college coffee. And on Thursday evening, Dr. Dannelly will lead a fireside chat. A full list of Founders Day events can be found on the Events at Elon tab on our website at phoenix14news.wordpress.com. And SGA has been asking students trivia questions about Dr. Dannelly since March 5th. Today's question is, what administrative role Dr. Dannelly held before being named president? The answer, Dean of Elon College. Each day, a new question will be posted to eNet, and students can send answers to foundersday@elon.edu. Answers must be in by 6 p.m. to be entered in the prize drawing. Today's prize is $25 to Buffalo Wild Wings.
UNC students are making sure former student body president Eve Carson is not forgotten. The university dedicated a garden in her name Thursday. Carson was murdered more than 2 years ago. In addition to the garden, students wrote messages and memories on this board beside the site. And defense lawyers for one of the men charged with Carson's murder are submitting a subpoena for 60 local media organizations and their coverage of the murder. Demario Atwater is awaiting trial on charges of first-degree murder. He faces the possibility of the death penalty if found guilty. Carson's other suspected murderer, Lawrence Lovett Jr., was 17 at the time of Carson's death, making him ineligible for capital punishment.
Let's take a look at what's going on in the Triad tonight. New stores are coming to the Burlington Square Mall. The mall was sold to local developers last week. New co-owner David Morton hopes the new stores will re-energize the shopping spot.
When Domino's received bad feedback from customers and focus groups on its pizza, the company decided it needed a recipe change. Tim Barber brings us the story of how the new pies and the new taste are affecting business.
And we'll take you from good pizza to good wine. Find out where to go to a free tasting just 4 minutes from campus.
Plus, spring has sprung, but it may not stay for long. Maybe some rain in our future. We'll have your 5-day forecast coming up on Phoenix 14 News. Free wine tastings in a restaurant serving affordable wines gives those over 21 a chance to enjoy finer kinds of fun. Our Monica Yantosh checked out several local wine spots doing just that. If you're looking to sample wine, the West Burlington Wine Company offers their free wine tastings every Saturday from 1 to 4 p.m. And if you want to know more about the selection at 116 Oak, check out their website. It's 116oak.com. The warm weather is drawing people outside. Could we finally be out of the cold?
I hope so. Our Randy Gyllenhaal went to Lake McIntosh in Burlington to find out how folks are celebrating the sun. And if you're in the mood for more sun, sorry, we've got some bad news for you. Rain later this week. But at least tomorrow looks nice. Here's your 5-day forecast. Tomorrow will be partly cloudy, almost hitting 70. But the rest of the week will be cloudy and rainy. At least the high temperatures will stick around.
Great weather for some spring sports. David Hodges with Sports Now.
Thanks,
Hey,
Drew.
David.
Well, coming to the U.S. for college means learning the language and the culture. But for 2 tennis players, it also meant learning to be a team player. More on that story next in Phoenix 14 Sports. That's true.
That does do it for this week's Phoenix 14 News.
The news doesn't stop, so keep following online. Check our website at phoenix14news.wordpress.com for breaking news updates. I'm Sam Baranowski.
I'm Drew Smith. From all of us here at Phoenix 14 News, have a great week, Elon.